artificial intelligence in cybersecurity. So the session will be taken by Dr. Ankit Jain. Okay. Dr. Ankit, we welcome you on behalf of Allen City. Okay. Good morning to you. Okay. So let me give a, before he commences, let me give a small introduction about him. Okay. Now, Dr. Ankit Jain has done his PhD from NIT Kurukshetra. He's also working there. Okay. He's got more than 50 research papers to his credit, international journals and conferences. Okay, with good repute. Okay, his general research interest is in the area of information and cybersecurity, phishing, website detection, web security, mobile security, IoT security, etc. Okay, so I'm sure you'll enjoy your session with such a qualified person. Okay. So thank you well in advance, Dr. Ankit. Now you can commence. Okay, thank you. I have already made you the co-host. You can share your slide if you want.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for the nice introduction. So I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, very much. Please go ahead.
Okay. Okay, fine. So the topic of my talk is artificial intelligence in cybersecurity. So here I'll explain the how artificial intelligence help in the detecting the cyber attacks. So I'll explain one or two attacks because there are a lot of cyber attacks. But you will the student or the faculty may get idea how to work in this field, how to use the artificial intelligence or machine learning. Actually, I'll cover the subset of this artificial intelligence, the machine learning, help in the detecting of the some cyber attacks. So there are the one minute. So here the what are the cyber attacks? So cyber attacks are the alter or disable the or destroy information through unauthorized access to your computer system. So cyber attack may alter your information, may steal your information, expose or disable also like that some kind of encryption, so that you cannot just access your information by the unauthorized access to your computer system. Here the I want to add the one more word. So here the cyber attack can be possible in your smartphone and computer system, smartphone, tablets, any or in any computing devices like IoT also. So this definition added the some more systems. So these are the some popular cyber attack like malware, and in a malware I can say the ransomware, and all of you heard about the. So this is a malicious software. It may install in your system and steal or alter your information, like the phishing. You know, phishing just it is just used to steal your credential like credit card details, into your PIN number, etc. Another man-made attack, some DDoS attack or denial of service attack, SQL injection, and DNS poisoning. So there are some popular cyber attack. The list is very large, but there are some popular cyber attack. So here in this PPT or in this talk, I'll cover the some phishing attack, how to just detect the how the artificial intelligence help in detecting of the phishing attack, and I also cover some the man-made attack or the DNS poisoning attack. Fine. So I start with the phishing. So phishing is a fake attempt to obtain the sensitive information like your username, password, credit card details, and in the phishing attack, the attacker behave like it is a trustworthy or genuine person, or or it is just happened through the electronic communication. Means that it targeted to the your smartphone or the emails ID or your desktop system through any medium like the. It also uses the social networking. So I'll explain in the detail in the later slides. So this is an example of the phishing email. So first of all, I'll cover the phishing attack, then I'll just explain the how the machine learning or and artificial intelligence help in the detection of the these phishing attack. So you can see this is a some kind of email, and here you can see this is a fake email, but it's just looking like a genuine one. Here you can see the attacker also added the logo of the university. This is a sample email, and it also just add some link. So the you can see the link. Suppose the university name is my university, so the link is looking like a genuine one. But whenever a student or any faculty or any member open this link, it just redirect to the another URL, which is a totally different from the this one, and that is the phishing URL. And generally phishing URL is asking to input your email ID and password. Like you can see here, this mail said that your just network password expired in 24 hours. So first of all, it asks your current password, then it just asks to the update your password. So whenever you enter your current password, the password is just gone to the hackers, and the hacker or the attacker may use your password for some malicious purpose. Here you can see that this is another example of the phishing email. So you can see here this is this email coming from the Amazon site. You can see here the domain name is also similar to the Amazon. It's Amazon.com. So in a first glance, a user may confuse whether it is genuine or the fake one. Here you can see the attacker also uses the logo, or the link also contain the Amazon site. But this is the URL which the user can see. But this is the actual URL. So this is a short URL. So like this, and the the email just said that the some malicious activity just identified in your account, so kindly update the password or your account details, like this. So whenever you try to open this link, it's just redirect to the fake uh, URL, and it asks to input your credential. So this is another example of the malicious and the legitimate websites. So here you can see there are two different websites, and in a appearance they are very similar. And first one is a legitimate web page of the PayPal login page, and another one is a fake PayPal web page. So here you can see the URL is a different, right? But the in appearance, if the user do not see the URL or the address bar, and anyone cannot just identify whether it is a genuine or fake one. So, and another example of the phishing over the smartphone. So sometimes our user also get the fake SMS like this. So these are some kind of fake SMS. So in our audience, most of the users also just receive that kind of the SMS. So SMS said that like that your ATM is blocked. So kindly call on this customer care number to deactivate your call. So whenever you just dial that number, they generally ask your ATM number, PIN, etc. User may also get the fake lottery type SMS. So user may also get the fake this type of SMS over the email. Fine. So and they ask your personal details. They're like you want this is amount of money from that company, and just kindly provide their details. So in another email, they also ask your password and another things. And this is a fake sale type of SMS. So generally that some fake sale is there on over Amazon or eBay. So kindly follow that link. So whenever you user receive that kind of SMS, kindly do not open or do not just click over the link, or just do not call over the given number. So the phishing word just coming from the fishing in water. So the ferrous starting pH coming from the phone phreaking. So the phone phreaking is very popular in the 70s. Now it is also a very popular. So in a phone phreaking, just a user get a a phone call from the credit card company or from the bank site, and they generally ask you the details like your credit card number, password, ATM number, that you just won the lottery or some money. So kindly provide some personal details. So you can just see that I'm just talking about the cyber threat. So it is noticed that all the 90% of the all cyber attacks start with the phishing email. So even the malware and ransomware also start with a phishing email. So whenever in this phishing email, generally attackers either send some email, written email, or they also attach some malicious software in the email, like the malicious word file or a PPT file or malicious PDF file. So sometimes whenever you just download that attachment, a malicious software like ransomware may install in your system, and that encrypt your data. So this is a very harmful things, na? So that's why I just start with the phishing attack. Like DDoS, in a DDoS attack, the attack also may just make your system bot, using some malicious software. So you can see that the Google raised 10 million phishing warning every day to its user. Means that sometimes whenever you open a malicious website, you just browser just show a warning message that this is if the any site does not contain the HTTPS, that the browser show a warning. In a later slide I'll just show with some demonstration also. So it is very harmful. And Google also added the more than 10,000 websites in its blacklist. I'll also explain what is a blacklist and how Google add the malicious website in a blacklist, and what is the blacklist. And the growth of the phishing attack is very trade. Like in a last 14 years,